mamas. Oops, scratch that. Hey parents. Let's talk about something that has been on my mind lately. Judgment. Yes, yes. you know, Oftentimes we criticize other parents for their decisions, whether it's about screen time or posting their kids online. But here's the thing, every parent is doing their best, and what works for one family might not work for another. Yeah, I know screen time gets a bad rap, but for some parents, it's a lifesaver. It gives them a break, sanity, and time to recharge. And let's be real, there are lots of wholesome and educational content out there that is super beneficial for our kids. It's all about finding that balance and providing healthy and enriching experiences for our kids. And as for posting kids online, some parents choose not to due to some security concerns and other reasons, and I completely understand that. It's heartbreaking to see the risks our kids might face online. But unfortunately, even with the best effort to shield them, there have been cases where some kids have been harmed despite their parents' vigilance. And my heart goes out to those families who have been affected. All what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, we can only do our best as parents, and it's God who ultimately protects these little ones. So when parents share their kids' moments online, it can be so inspiring and motivational. Other moms and kids can learn from such experiences, and it can spark new ideas and possibilities. Oh my God, I've lost count of the number of times I have chills. I have the chills when I see kids content online. It kind of makes me want to do more for my children. So you see, if all parents were to hide their children away, where would the inspiration come from? Where would we learn from? So if parents want to share their kids' moment, let them be. Let them share their joy, their struggles, and their triumphs, because in doing so, they might just inspire someone to do same. Let's stop guilt-tripping parents for their choices. Instead, let's focus on supporting each other. We can offer advice. Don't get me wrong, I love giving people advice. I love receiving them, but ultimately, it's up to each parent to decide what's best for their family. As parents, we do our best to protect our kids, but we can't control everything, unfortunately. That's why it's essential to have faith and trust that God is watching over them. Let's try for balance, understanding, and support. Let's give parents the freedom to make their own choices without fear of judgment or being looked at in a very awful way. And as for parents who criticize other children's phenotype, that's a discussion for another day. Yes.